Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and it's about time we return with another portfolio update. I took a little bit of a hiatus there, but I am finally back. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about Tesla stock, breaking down the portfolio for today, including the gains and losses, and then maybe we'll discuss GameStop just a little bit, but I want to dedicate a video specifically just to that one. But before we even begin this video, I just want to say Weebl still has their 4 free stock promotion right now. You can get 4 free stocks in total valued up to $1,600. If you use my preferred link, you can get those first 2 by just signing up with my link, and then the other 2 valued up to $1,600 for depositing $100 into your account. I'm just mentioning this because of the fiasco, and of course it's 4 free stocks if you haven't taken advantage of it, but because of this whole situation with Robinhood and the limitations on buying GameStop stock and buying that on other brokerages as well, in addition to Robinhood. So there's a big controversy with that right now, and if you want to have alternatives, it's always nice to have another app there aside from just Robinhood. I have to admit, I still kind of have a soft spot for Robinhood in the sense that I look back on it as what really kick-started my investing career. I had a bad experience investing through a broker prior to Robinhood, and then once I discovered Robinhood and how smooth and clean it was, then I started using it, and that's been my main brokerage platform since then. But aside from that, I completely understand the frustration from what's going on with all of that right now, and of course I'm in it, doing it for the culture, buying a little bit of GameStop stock. Maybe I'll buy a little bit more on Monday, but I want to talk about that in a separate video. That's more than just being about the money right there. But as always, of course, if you enjoy the transparency updates, please make sure to smash that like button. But getting right into the main topic of today, as the title states, we did have a pretty significant dip with Tesla stock recently. But if we take a look at the dip with Tesla stock with the grand scheme of things and how much Tesla has gone up over the past year, it's really not that big of a dip, although it may seem like a crash to some people where it's at around minus 8% for the past week, minus 8.47%. I've lost around $30,000 almost just over this past week. Not sweating it whatsoever. It's just a part of the market. It's especially part of Tesla stock, one that we commonly see dips. And I have to admit, with this whole earnings report, I was kind of anticipating a situation like this where we commonly see people buy beforehand and then sell off on the news or as we get that information. So we do commonly see these sell-offs with earnings reports, and it's not just specific to Tesla, and this is something that we've seen in the past as well. So I wasn't too surprised about this drop, but it does present itself a pretty nice opportunity for those of you out there that are looking for a discount. And especially since Tesla has just been going up and up and up, it seems like it's pretty hard to get a reasonable discount nowadays, because the most it drops in one day is like 2 to 3% if it does have a red day. And so finally we're getting a significant drop here. So this is one of those opportunities where someone can maybe squeeze in a position with a significant discount here. Obviously, I don't know whether it's going to continue to go down more. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down a little bit more considering this most recent run up. I think a lot of people are looking at Tesla stock right now. Of course, they're a little bit distracted as well. I would say that some of the Tesla money has gone into GME and some of these other stocks just because we have a lot of people looking for quick money right now. And so I would say people have maybe sold off a little bit of their Tesla to get on some of this quick money. That's definitely something that I'm not doing, but I do think that could be a factor of why we're seeing Tesla drop so significantly. However, that's all just speculation and probably just a very, very small partial amount of why we're seeing this drop. I think most of it is just simply a sell the news type situation. But with the earnings report itself and then the news about the Model X and the Model S refresh, I'm really excited about all of that. I think we got some really great news. I'll continue to hone in on some of these topics and discuss specific ones in newer videos in the future. But overall, I'm satisfied with everything. Near $20 billion on the sidelines in cash for Tesla. That's an excellent position to be in. And then also as a side note as well, we had Elon Musk put hashtag Bitcoin in his bio. And that's another video topic as well. I really want to talk about that one. It actually brought the price of Bitcoin up significantly when he put that in his bio. So that's interesting as well. That's a topic for the future. But just addressing the portfolio specifically for today, that leaves us currently at $323,591.21. And in the normal market hours today, we had a minus 4.94% drop. That is minus $16,954.79. And then in the after hours, we are currently at minus 0.82%, which is minus $2,661.13. So we did have a pretty decent drop today, around minus 6%. Over here on the side, it says minus 5.69%. Keep in mind, some of this is GME, so that's why the numbers are a little bit different in terms of percentage. But overall, like I said, we had a decent drop today, but then combining that with yesterday as well, we had a pretty solid drop with Tesla stock at around minus 8.47%. So just addressing that with the rest of the time frames as well, this equals around minus $2,927.67, For the past month, we are at plus 18.61%, which is plus $50,763.46. For the past 3 months, we are at plus 99.36%. That is plus $161,278.20. For the past year, we are at plus 208.27%. That is plus $218,621.26. And then finally, for the all-time chart, we are at plus 215.26%, which is plus $220,949.83. Just to put this dip into perspective, this leaves us at around the time period of January 7th in terms of the share price for Tesla stock. So we've lost a few weeks of progress, but overall, considering this recent run-up, we really haven't lost that much progress, especially over the past 3 months where we are still up 93.64%. So we've already seen a lot of progress so far, and even with this dip factored into that, in that perspective, it's really not that significant, but it's still one of those chances for a discount for those of you that are looking for an opportunity out there. And this kind of reminds me of the situation back during the crash of 2020, and Apple was one of those stocks where, of course, we would see that similar crash trend as the rest of them, but it would dip a lot less. There was more resistance with Apple stock to the point where even a big dip may not seem like a big discount just because it was one of those stocks that had a lot of resilience to it. And this is one of those situations that kind of reminds me of that, where even though Tesla stock is at around -5, -6% for the day, it's still not that big of a dip in comparison to how much it has run up so far, and even just in recent times as well. So with this, what seems to be a big dip, it's really not that notable in my opinion, but there's still an opportunity for a discount. And if I wasn't buying other things right now and also saving for April for tax time as well, then I probably would have taken advantage of this dip, but this is just one of those scenarios where I chose not to. I did buy GameStop, that was on margin. We'll do a separate video on that as well. That was a very specific scenario where I decided to go on margin and make that choice. I know, very risky, total Wall Street bets move, and I don't recommend anybody doing that. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, and of course, anything that I say in this video is not to be considered financial advice. This is me just simply sharing my thoughts and opinions and moves within the market. But as of right now, I'm really just focused on tax time for the most part. I have been purchasing something else. It is not a stock, but I will let you all know sometime soon. It kind of references the topics that we've discussed today, and I've been buying it since December 15th, and I just haven't had a chance to do a video on it, but I will be doing one soon. But just taking a look at the rest of the market in comparison to Tesla, we had NASDAQ at -2.70%, we had VOO at -2.20%. So considering this sell-off with the news in combination with the market dropping significantly, this really isn't that huge of a movement downwards, because this is something that I could see where the market is generally green and Tesla still sells off to the extent like this, with just a sell-off in general on the news and not in combination with this downward trend that we're seeing in the market right now. So with both of these in combination compared to what we've seen previously with Tesla stock, this isn't that notable of a dip, and it's something that I eventually expected because we did have a huge run up, and even after S&P 500 inclusion, we didn't really see a notable sell-off. So I think this is kind of that point where people were waiting until that catalyst of the Q4 earnings report, and then they were going to go ahead and just cash out and get their money. So I think some people did that, and that's why we're seeing this. We're finally seeing people wait until this catalyst moment, and then once that news was released, they decided to sell off. Just checking out some of the tech stocks as well, we have Amazon at -1.12%, Adobe at -1.48%, Shopify at -2.28%, Apple at -3.87%, a few of those here and there with around -2, -3% drops. So it's not just Tesla stock today that is down, but a main reason as to why it's down, I think, is just because the market in general is down and because we had a sell the news situation as well. Just addressing the portfolio as usual with today's return, as I stated, -5.69%, that is -$21,095.71 for today. And then for the total return, we are at plus 137.59%, which is plus $202,516.36. And then just addressing GameStop as well, since this is a transparency update, I have to show you all the position. So we currently have a $3,900 market value, a $4,000 cost basis, and that is 12.5 shares basically. And that leaves us at today's return at plus 61.16%. That is plus $1,480.13. And then for the total return, we are at minus 2.50%, which is minus $99.87. As I said, this is more than just being about the money. This is a position that I really wanted to take just to support support the vision, and just do it for the culture. So I had to do that one. And I don't know, I may take a bigger position in GameStop on Monday. It just depends on how the market goes and how I'm feeling. I know that can be a really risky situation. It just depends on how everything goes. But anyways, as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the transparency update, and definitely feel free to check out some of the alternatives right now like Weebl, where you can get 4 free stocks in total, as I stated at the beginning. And then of course you can still sign up with Robinhood and get your free stock. Basically any opportunity where you can get some free stocks or just some nice passive income, it's always nice to take advantage of, at least in my opinion. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.